properties before they auction, before they even order a BPO, before they even go get an appraisal. They'll run something like this because it's cheaper for them. And BPOs can be subjective. Agents do BPOs. They're not licensed per se to be perfect. Too much money to have an appraiser. And they have so many of these, they don't know what to do with them. So a lot of the big guys now are running these. And then when you make that bid, they're looking, well, let's see, can we discount 15%? Look at the listings in the area. Look at the risk involved. We'll take 20% on this one. Oh, it's an A property. See, what's happened is that we've gone through and we've pulled properties that they sold. We've looked at them and we've looked at the flips that have occurred, how much money they sell them for, then when they get flipped and rolled and sold again, how much they were sold for. Look at the margin. Oh, gee, these people bought it for 200, then they sold it for 300. You could have probably skimmed that down a little bit more. They could have been a little bit better on their pricing. Versus, some that were bought for nothing that they only made a couple thousand on. So the banks are looking at this as an initial hit to figure out where they are with the property because they don't know what's going on in Lompoc or in Santa Barbara. They're off in New York or wherever they are looking at something. They don't know the neighborhood, And if they go to you, it's going to be subjective. Conversely, if you have a buyer coming into this market, why should they buy this property? And he's from Australia. Why should I buy this property? This is that report card that helps investors visualize what's really going on. You can see the input price we said, the market value is about 404. The premium to market is about a $96,000 a ton versus what we think it's worth. If you buy this as income property, you should pay about $360 for it. Okay? The input price is about $452. The market value, nearby listings are at about $432. I mean, at $512, nearby sales. So you can see the differential here and the discounting going on versus reality, the listing reality, and actually what's being sold. Yeah.
So Ray, if you were looking at a Google map and you saw a picture of a property, Google Maps might be 6 months old, the house could be burnt down by now.
Yeah.
How would you use this data without calling up a realtor in the area to assess that it's still standing and you've got something there?
We're not going to take pictures.
Yeah.
That's something now that, the value there is to go by and see if it's been kicked in, wire stripped out of the building.
Okay, so you still need to do that type of due diligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what's happening, there are so many of these that the banks don't know how to handle them. They don't have the resources. So they're looking at this as a tool before they even do a BPO. And they look at the statistics involving people that live there and everything, and they can pretty much use analytics to modeling to figure out, is this potentially a problem or not? This component over here is going to size up the pricing suitability, price relative to the market, if there are a lot of foreclosures in the market, the sales pace, if it's green, that means, hey, if I were to buy this as income property, my estimated rent, okay? We also show up here the target price that you'd have to have in use expense ratio for a 3-year return. Good for buy and hold, resale to buy and flip, that'll really pan out.
So it has to be property specific, not area.
That's right. This property specific. So sometimes this will turn green with check marks. And again, this kind of right sizes it. And that's the first page. The second page has all the supporting documentation. How many homes are in that area for sale? High-low listing. The 5-year price trend. You see it's flattened out. It's kind of leveled off a little bit here. The HPI index in the 2011. We're looking for a downward swing second half of the year. Not good. So we forecast where the market is going in that neighborhood. The sales in the area, how many were distressed, what we thought it was worth, what you thought it was worth. The distressed properties versus the actual sales, and this is not bad. That's not too bad. Santa Barbara, you're not going to have as bad of a situation. We break out all the listings and the quartiles so you can see where properties are moving and what price range. Okay? And of course, there are the comps. You got a little market trend index, information about rentals, schools, demographics in the neighborhood. And we recap rental data. We show the detail on the property history. And we come down here and of course we give you the comparables. And you can see the little red flags are depressed sales. And this one sold for $625. The prior history was pretty clean on that one. Looks like it came out of a developer. This one had a foreclosure, NOD, grant deed. So this one's depressed a little bit, okay? The idea is that you can look at the comps now from this, and you can see, you know, what's happening in the neighborhood. Actually look at the distressed sales in the neighborhood, okay? So that's one of the many reports in the system, and it's probably one that investors are looking at, you know, more than not, when they just want to right-size something and see if they're going down. Hey, I got to show this to this client. Will this help support that price range? Objective, totally objective. The thing you have to watch out with any type of analytics, as you get into more higher income areas like Santa Barbara here, okay, the bell curve starts to spread a little bit more. When you're dealing with $1.5 million properties and $650,000, $700,000 properties and $3 million properties, the estimated values kind of skew a little bit. You go over to Santa Maria, it's pretty doggone close. Okay. I've had people, and this guy in Vegas, say, hey, can you run this on this one property? We ran it on the property. He looked at it and said, I bid $10,000 too much on this. Because he overbid on property. He won the bid, you know. But if he looked at the analytics and he said, yeah. He said, after I bought it, I realized that I got a motion to be driven in it. And after he bought it, he said, man, I bought this too high. You look at this, it was just right on what he should have bid. And the other side of it is if you got a lender using this on the other side, you kind of get to see what they're thinking about. Okay? That's, yeah.
This is a subscription product.
Yeah.
On a monthly basis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We have some customers that will, this is relative to residential property, this one. But we have some customers that will even take this type of product, and I have a couple in Vegas, and what they do is they do like investor listings for out of the country, and they have a link to our website, and what they'll do is